What is effective campaign budget allocation for SaaS marketing? If you are curious about how to effectively allocate your campaign budget for software as a service marketing, you are in the right place. Let's break down the essentials to help you make informed decisions. First, it is important to understand your overall marketing budget. Typically, this budget ranges from 10% to 20% of your annual recurring revenue. Early-stage software as a service companies might allocate 20% to 40%, while growth-stage companies often set aside 10% to 20%. Mature businesses usually allocate 5% to 10%. This allocation reflects the role of marketing in driving revenue growth and customer acquisition. Next, consider adopting a budgeting model that aligns with your company's situation. One option is to allocate a fixed percentage of your revenue to marketing. This model works well for stable growth companies. Another approach is to base your budget on customer acquisition cost and desired revenue goals. This method is ideal for performance-driven businesses. Lastly, zero-based budgeting requires you to justify every marketing expense from the ground up, which can be useful for startups or when strict budget control is necessary. When it comes to allocating your budget across marketing channels, use data from past performance to identify which channels yield the best leads and conversions at a reasonable cost. Many marketers diversify their spending to avoid relying on any single channel, as market conditions can change quickly. A practical distribution of your budget might look like this. Allocate 40% to paid digital advertising and pay-per-click campaigns for immediate lead generation. Set aside 25% for content marketing and search engine optimization, which help build organic traffic and brand authority over time. 15% can go to webinars, events, or direct engagement tactics that nurture leads and build trust. 10% should be reserved for partner or referral programs to leverage network effects. Finally, allocate 10% to experimental channels to test new opportunities without risking large amounts. Alternatively, you might consider a 70-20-10 allocation rule. This means spending 70% on proven channels, 20% on newer tactics, and 10% on experimental channels to discover new growth opportunities. Effective budget allocation also requires setting clear, measurable goals that align with your business objectives. For example, you might aim to increase monthly recurring revenue, reduce customer churn, or expand into new markets. By assigning resources to campaigns that directly support these goals, you ensure that your spending drives tangible outcomes. Before finalizing your budget, conduct a thorough assessment of your current marketing expenses and resource utilization. This helps identify areas for optimization and reallocation, ensuring transparency and efficiency in your campaign spending. In summary, effective campaign budget allocation for software as a service marketing involves aligning your budget size with your growth stage, choosing a budgeting model that fits your context, prioritizing channels based on performance data, diversifying your spend, and regularly reviewing and adjusting based on results. This balanced approach supports sustainable growth by combining immediate lead generation with long-term brand building and customer engagement strategies.